keep it going.
You know, runs like this oftentimes are like a boxer in a boxing match. Obviously, it's not a knockout punch, but these are body blows. And as the game goes on, these small gains are going to turn into longer runs.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. To the air, it's Simpson. Fires to the wideout. Makes the grab. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Alabama with a 1st and 10 here. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
He's back to throw on 2nd down. Unloads to the wideout. Nice defensive play to get a hand in there and knock it away.
I think the route runner got a little bit sloppy on his route. You've got to do a better job creating some separation when you're running these in routes. But good job by the defense, too, because they took advantage and knocked the ball away.
On 3rd down, going up top. Makes the grab. It's Hamilton. He's got enough for the 1st down. They'll spot him at the 24-yard line.
Defenses throughout the week study every 3rd down situation. You got to be ready for what they do, how they do it, and then be able to adjust. Great job by the offense so far having success.
They're going to run it to the right. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
Listen, guys, this is one of the top 10 passing offenses in the entire country. Maybe they're trying to catch the defense napping by going goal line and running the football. Not a lot of success on that last play. Hey, bud, get back to doing what you do best. Throw the ball.
Quarterback checking off. To the air, it's Simpson. Quickly complete. He's brought down. Solid pickup, a little bit short of the 1st down. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And after that 1st quarter, let's see if these guys can get back in the game in the 2nd. Now facing a 3rd down as they line up after the break. They'll stick to the ground looking for the marker. He gets it so close to the 1st down marker, but I think he's going to be a touch short. They'll run for it on 4th down. He'll be down at the 4-yard line after that terrific run.
4th and inches, just trusting your offensive line. They're able to get just enough movement at the point of attack to keep this drive going.
Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. And he takes it to the house. Touchdown, Bama! They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead.
You just simply can't say enough about this guy and what he has meant to this offense. Big-time players made big plays in big games. He has shown up each and every week. That's his 15th rushing score on the season.
And the returner goes down. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. Give to the running back. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one.
And defense nowadays, they don't look at stats of what is the yards per rush. They look at how many negative plays they can create. Because why? Now you look at second down, man, it just became very predictable for this offense. Nice job creating the loss on first down.
And they're able to force him out of bounds after a short pickup. They line up, and it is a long way to the sticks from here. Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose.
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
So from his own end zone, the punt is away. Makes a move. And you make the stop, and that is exactly what you want out of your punt cover unit. Here comes that Alabama offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute, David.
Yeah, and it's just maintaining the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep piling it on until they find an answer.
Gets it out quickly. At the 20, he's got space. And he'll haul it in and take it to the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! On to attempt the try. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. This offense prides itself on going after you, and they did with that long touchdown pass to finish off a two-play drive. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man has no place to run, no place to hide, and a place to be tackled. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. They just haven't been able to get anything going, and they better get started or it's going to get away from them, David.
Yeah, and these are the weeks that you really wish that you had playing a video game. And you could just reset the console, start over, Jesse, and make something better happen early.
They just look like they're sleepwalking in this first half, and it's not just one guy. They just haven't been playing collectively as a unit. And if I'm the head coach, I'm considering starting to give some other dudes some chances here.
Navigates that mass of bodies and gets 4 out to the 17. Third down conversions are a huge stat, and this one would be a doozy if they can pull it off. Got a man. It's Campbell. And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. He's got great speed, working his way on the return up to the 40-yard line before he stops. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Quarterback checking the play. They'll throw it on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Williams. Defense caught out of position, and they get him down finally at the 38. After moving the sticks with the pass, here we are on first down. He's going to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And the pass is intercepted. Really nice focus by this sophomore, and he jumped on his chance to make a play. A first down for the offense. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And they knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. Back to pass, it's Reed. Feeling some heat. Going to try to get it himself. He's run out of bounds, but a big play on that one, and it'll be a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the single back. He's there to make the stop.
That's a great individual play, and I love quarterbacks that don't just take pride in covering guys. I like guys that like to put their face in the fan and affect the running game. This dude is physical, and he impacts the defense because of it.
And those guys are really hard to find. A lot of corners, they're smaller. They don't want any part of the physical run game. Nice job sticking his face in there, setting the edge, making the tackle.
From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Second down here, and maybe they've got time to get one more snap off before the 2-minute warning. They'll run it from the gun, and they'll stop him after a minimal pickup. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and this thing has been one-sided, and they hope to at least have something to feel good about going into halftime. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. And that pressure just engulfed him. A sack for this defense. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. He's getting plenty of work. Fourth time we've seen this guy punt it today. No return coming. He'll call for the fair catch. Here comes that Alabama offense. Boy, they hope this next drive is more productive after throwing a pick last time, Jesse.
Yeah, and the coaches did a good job on the sideline there, just talking to the young quarterback and making sure he's able to turn the page, calm him down to go out and refocus this drive.
Yeah, and some people do that better than others, but you got to show some trust in him. Maybe get the ground game going, help around him a little bit with this system.
Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Finds a soft spot in the middle. All the way out to the 38-yard line. It's a gain of 15. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. They'll throw it on first down. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. He'll try it again on 2nd and 10. He's not afraid to go deep. And he'll pull it in inside the 20. Touchdown time. And once he found some daylight, it was time to make a house call. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Michigan is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Tom Brady should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by just 4 to Iowa. We'll circle back. If anything big happens, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. And that's not the way they drew it up. It's incomplete. After the misfire, now on 2nd down. He's looking to throw. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They're about to wear this punter out. He's already been out 4 times, staring at a 5th. How about that elusiveness? He's got space. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. Quickly out to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after coming up with positive yardage there. Line getting set on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Got his man. And he'll run across the sidelines after the good gain. Running out of time here in the first half. They're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. He's looking to throw on 3rd and short. Nowhere to go with the ball, and down he goes at the 39. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. The Aggies send out the punt team to kick it away. Making sure there's no return on that one as the punt sails out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. The receivers telling the quarterback what they see. Trying to find his man on 1st down. He hurls one deep down the left side. Can't make the connection. Incomplete pass, and 1 second remains.
Yeah, and I don't know what happened. He didn't look open as it is, and the QB's trying to make a play, trying to force the ball, but at least he threw it where his guy could catch it or nobody could catch it.
And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room. It's halftime here. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, who's had a better seat there in College Station for a fun first half than you?
Texas A&M ready to kick it away to get the third quarter started. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Keeping it on the ground to open the second half. At the 35, he's open. Really nice run there. Good, solid pickup, and they'll move the sticks for the first down. Big play to start this drive. Now they'll snap it from the 39. Going up top on first down. Showing the arm strength to the left. And it slips through his fingers. Incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have squeezed it. Dropping back, it's Simpson. Getting some heat. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack. Alabama pushing the tempo. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. He fires a bullet to the right. Picked off. And he's wrapped up after a solid return on the pick.
Rain, sleet, snow, sun shining. I don't care. I get interceptions. Give me that rock.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. They had to punt it away on their last possession, but man, what great field position this time.
I mean, this is awesome. Like, last possession didn't go great. Now you're set up in an opportunity to get some points. Start thinking about what plays I like, Jesse, as I cross the field.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there, David, and in this position, they like to take a shot right away and try and capitalize on this field position.
Great job creating space. That's what you're supposed to do. When you get man coverage, you got to find a way to get a step, make it easy for your quarterback to read that leverage, and when he drags across the field, you can see he had him. He completes it for the first down.
They make the stop, but not before they do their work up top and pick up a first down. Looking to move it through the air. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball. They'll line up for a second down play. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play in prime position for a score. Boy, they'd love to pick up this conversion and go to work with a 1st and goal. And he's got it! Touchdown, Texas A&M!
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing in because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. Here comes that Alabama offense. After throwing the pick on the last drive, need to take care of the ball this time, Jesse.
We're going to find out a lot about this quarterback right here, too. How does he fight through adversity after that last drive?
Yeah, clear the mechanism, move on. That's a part of it, right? If you're going to be a great player, you got to learn how to handle these mistakes and move on.
Got a little work done on first down, now back to the line. He's dropped behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of 3. Coming to the line of scrimmage on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Simpson. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, but the sweet throw and catch is plenty to give them a first down. Fresh set of downs after the completion. Now the quarterback changing the original play call. Comes out throwing on first down. He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And it's caught inside the 25. You want to talk about shifting the field in an instant. He's got it all the way down to the 10-yard line. Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Pressure coming. He just threw it away. The last thing you want to do is try to force something on first down in the red zone. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. And back to the air on second down. He caught it. That completion will take it inside the 4, and the offense is threatening. The terrain gets rough this deep in the red zone. Third down, they can't pick up the first without scoring. Buys a little extra time. Touchdown, Crimson Tide! And the beatdown has ensued. If these guys wanted to make a statement, the statement has been delivered.
It's your job to stop them. Oh, don't run the score up. Well, do something about it. The defense has to step up and make plays. Obviously, they're not willing to do that, so just keep running plays and keep scoring.
On the move from inside his 5. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. There's certainly still a hill to climb, but they've got to make sure these drives pay off. Got a touchdown last time. Can they back it up here?
Well, and it's amazing in a football game how sometimes they'll surprise you with what you do. Once you get settled, you realize what's going on. Now, I'm comfortable with it. Jesse, this offense looked comfortable on its last drive.
They sure did. It looked like they started to find.
And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
And this offensive line's got to do a better job. Man, you got to protect your quarterback. Listen, this offense is not playing great. They got to somehow find a way to start to get something together here in this second half.
They come up with their second safety of the game. You don't see that very often.
You could tell the defense smelled it. They knew exactly where they were on the field, put the pressure on him, got him down in the end zone. Safety, baby.
The return is brought down at the 33, and the Alabama offense will take over.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
Alabama quickly back to the line. Caught behind the line. It's Williams. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds. Picked up some yardage on the ground. Now here comes second down. Quarterback will audible. Looking for a man. It's Simpson. He looks that one in nicely. Tackle is made, but not until he gets the first down. A new set of downs after the completion. To the air on first down. That's caught. It's Hamilton. And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. The Tide with the 1st and 10. Gets it out fast. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Now on second down.
Brings up second down.
He's looking to throw. Going for it all. Touchdown, Bama! And the route is on. Like a Thanksgiving turkey. They're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing, he's working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
On the run from inside his own 5. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. The give to the back. That play just never had a chance. They knock him down for a loss of 5.
And yeah, that's kind of surprising. And we talked about this before the game. One of the big matchups. Run the football against a defense that's been susceptible against the run throughout the season. But this offense just can't find a way to get it going. And I'm surprised, but now what's your counterpunch? How are you going to get the ground game going? Because so far, not a lot of success.
Got his man in the middle. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop. Texas A&M will have to boot it away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes that Alabama offense. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback some easy looks and reads so he could go out and execute.
And he knew exactly where to go.
He lobs one high down the left side. And the DB making a huge play, knocking it away downfield. After the incompletion, let's see if they go back to the air on 2nd and 10 from the 33. To the air, it's Simpson. Release to the back. This one's complete. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. Wants to throw on 1st down. And the heat was all over him, and that's the way the 3rd quarter will wrap up with a big sack. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. The give to the lone running back. A run up the middle is stuck for no gain.
How about the defender being a heat-seeking missile? He was on radar lock. He found the football and flew down with some bad intentions.
The receivers often will run their route based on a side adjustment. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Makes the catch. It's Hamilton.
You know, I got to tell you, as an offense, moving forward in this game, 3rd and long, you're going to have to push the ball downfield a little bit more. You got to throw to the sticks and give yourself a chance to convert these 3rd downs.
On 4th down, looking to pass. Incomplete pass, and the defense comes up big, and they take over. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work.
This is so a Jesse Palmer move. Exactly what he would do. Continue to put the foot on the accelerator, try to rub it in. Can't win by enough. Got to look good in the polls. This is your kind of offense, Brian.
Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game, now on 2nd down. Back to throw, it's Reed. Using the quick game. Really confident throw and catch there. Big pickup, and they have a 1st down. And now a fresh set of downs for this offense. Looking to go up top on 1st down. They're setting up the screen. Running through contact. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a 1st down. And the Aggies come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Wide out in motion. He's looking to throw it. Just too much heat that time, and they knock him down at the 31. Negative play on 1st down. That's what a defense always wants. On 2nd down, they'll take to the air. And he feels the heat coming, and it burns him up. Another sack.
And as a defense, a lot of times you're coming into the game and you're just trying to limit the damage when you play a really great quarterback. And they've done more than...
And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Oh, looks as if the defense got it. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own.
You know, oftentimes when you're playing in conditions like this and it's raining, you'll see a lot of the skill players offensively take off the gloves because they want to be able to feel the football. They think it gives them better control of it, and I don't know if that played into the football going on the ground there, but you know that ball security is going to be one of the biggest factors in this game moving forward.
Alabama pushing the tempo.
And they let that thing rip. How about this guy? Almost 450 yards on the day. He's been throwing it.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! And the stomping has commenced. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. And they did tack on the extra point.
That makes the score Alabama 53.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive.
Number 18 set to kick this one.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. That fumble in plus territory just ruined that last drive, David.
Yeah, and those are frustrating when you got the offense moving a little bit and you put that thing on the deck, Jesse. But move on, reload, forget about it.
At the end of the day, it's just fundamental football, right? They practice it all week. 5 points of pressure. Every ball carrier has to have it. They just got to do a better job moving forward.
Big play out of the gate to start this drive, and here they come again. Looking to pass. It's Reed. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete. After misfiring, it's second down. He's looking to throw. Fighting off the defender. Using the spin move. And not much doing there as that defense runs him out of bounds. They'll snap it from the 48 on 3rd and short. They want to throw it. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. They make the stop, but not before the screen has hit them for a first down and much more. Really good execution by this offense. He wants to throw. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack.
It's pretty obvious. This defense came into this one knowing they were going to have to play a complete game until there were zeros on the clock, especially against this quarterback. You cannot take your foot off the gas, and that's exactly what they're doing here. Late in the 4th quarter, they're still bringing it, and they get another sack.
This is a 3rd and long. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Blasted as he lets it go. It's caught downfield. I'm sorry you're unlikely to win today, but here's the fabulous part of it. A late touchdown. In a lot of losses, you just want to burn the tape. You don't want to watch it. But I think there's some things that they can take into next week from this performance.
No doubt. Offense is about finding your rhythm, finding your groove, what you do well. And you can tell, at least now, starting to get a little something going that maybe you can get.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
A bit of an under-the-radar game this week, guys, but take a look at this. Michigan has the lead right now, but unless Desmond Howard or Anthony Carter come running out of that tunnel, I'm not ready to say this one's over. They're up by 10 over Iowa. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Looking for a productive play on first down. Hold and finds his man on the left. At the 40, there he goes. And he is marked out of bounds after another big game. This aerial attack has had no problem moving the ball with chunk plays. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. He'll come out throwing on first down. Takes a hit as he fires. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver. They'll try again on second down after the incompletion. Looking to throw, it's Simpson. Gets open down the middle. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. Alabama quickly back to the line.
Third down coming.
He'll just keep slinging it. A strike downfield. Touchdown tie! And the pummeling has started. They're on the board again, and it looks as if this winning streak is going to continue. And he tacks on the extra point. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
That makes the score Alabama 60, Texas A&M 14.
He'll start the return inside his 5. And the returner runs out of real estate as he goes down. Texas A&M has it back in the offense, ready to go to work. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He's going to pass. Fires to the big fella. And how about that catch and run? So dangerous, this guy. Now on 1st and 10 from the 27. Looking to move it through the air. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Didn't help themselves much on first down. Let's see what they've got on second down from the 20. He's looking to throw. Got his man downfield. Oh, look out. There he goes. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. They still do count it for 6. You want something to be able to feel positive about after this game, and maybe that late touchdown will do it.
And Reese, I'm positive that stat counts on my stat line. Keep playing. Keep following up those stats. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
He'll bring it out. It's Hampton. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Here comes that Alabama offense. What a feeling this has to be, David, in complete control and headed toward victory formation.
Yeah, no stress, under a couple minutes left in the ball game. Well in hand. These are the ones, Jesse, you like to just run the clock, take a knee, whatever you want.
No doubt. They're going to love watching this game film, too. There's just so many positives to take away from this, and this is the kind of performance today that is really going to help this offense's confidence.
Back to throw, it's Estes. Fires to the wideout. He's got an open man. And he's running in the open. And they're going to put another one into the end zone as they just keep piling points on the scoreboard.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21.
And he takes this from inside the 5. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build on, David, you're talking.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Looking to pass on second down. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. 4th down, and the punt team sends it the other way. Looking for a block. It's Hampton. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to... Possession. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Firmly in control of this game. We'll see if they just try to run out the clock and get out with a victory.
Everybody on offense here should feel really good about their performance today too, David. They had a really good game plan coming into this one, and they went out and they executed at a very high level.
Yeah, lights out, and this game's over. I'm interested to see the philosophy now. Do we keep chucking the pill and keep trying to score points because it's the defense's responsibility to stop them, or do they just run this clock and say, all right, we did enough today. We kicked them in the face.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Back to pass, it's Estes. He uncorks one deep. He caught it. Touchdown, Crimson Tide. And the punishment has been extended. They add on another score, and now that record so close to going to 8-1 on the season. There is time on the clock. If there is time on the clock, there is time to put more points on the board. I mean, the scoreboard operator needs to work out too, right?
Yeah, and I guess he's been getting it, and his defense's job is to stop. But I would argue, Reese, you can't just take it out of here, and you still get the win.
Texas A&M has it back, and we say howdy to the Aggie offense again. This thing got out of intercepted. Touchdown, Bama! A great return for the touchdown. Any return for a touchdown is a great one to a defense. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
And that defensive touchdown all started with getting pressure on the quarterback. It was the hit on the QB that forced the errant throw. That was an easy interception and an easy pick 6.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9. The defense uses a timeout, and we are down to 11 seconds left to play. Dialing up a second down pass play. Coming after him. And it's incomplete, but there's a flag in the backfield. Let's see who the call's on. Holding penalties, the ultimate drive killer. We'll see if it costs this offense here. And here we go. Final play of the game right here. Looking downfield, it's Reed. It's another safety. They get their 3rd one of this game.
And that's the exclamation point right there. It's been a bad day, man. This offense, they're going to have to find some answers over the next couple weeks, especially the next week at practice, of who they are, what their identity is, because all they've done today is struggle around and now give up points.